From a church filled with ghostly statues to possible murder scenes, here are the most bizarre things discovered on Google Earth. First, let's go deep into the crystal-clear waters of Norman's Cay, Bahamas, where there lies a secret shrouded in mystery. There, beneath the waves, rests a sunken plane. This isn't just any wreck, it's steeped in a dark and fascinating history. This plane once belonged to the notorious Pablo Escobar, history's most infamous drug lord, whose name alone sent shivers down the spine of many. So, what's the story behind this underwater relic? Escobar's fleet of planes used to crisscross between the USA and Colombia, smuggling illicit goods. Norman's Cay was a crucial pit stop for refueling, but fate had other plans for this particular aircraft. Overburdened and desperate to lighten its load, the crew jettisoned their illegal cargo into the depths, hoping to save fuel. Tragically, it was all in vain. The plane plummeted into the sea, claiming the lives of its pilot and co-pilot. The plane wreck became a spooky sign of how much fear Escobar caused. Nobody, not even the local authorities, dared to go near it. It sits there underwater, a quiet reminder of a wild and scary time slowly being taken over by the sea. Let's go to Florida, USA, and check out this neighborhood. It seems like a normal place, right? But for 20 years, no one knew there was a mystery hidden there. Then, one day, a guy looking at Google Earth spotted something odd. In the lake, there was a shape that turned out to be a car. This car used to belong to William Moldt. He was 40 when he drove off one night and never came back. His car and he were nowhere to be found, and his family had no idea what happened to him. But 20 years later, someone saw the car on Google Maps. They told the police, who got the car out of the lake. Inside the car, they found William 22 years after he disappeared. It looks like he accidentally drove into the lake. It's sad that he was gone so long, but his family was relieved to finally know what happened. Let's check out this tiny town in the Czech Republic. It looks like nobody lives there, like a ghost town. But did you know it actually has something to do with ghosts? When you look at this church on Google Street View, you'll see it's full of ghost statues. The church's name is Kostel Svatého Jirí, and it's got these spooky statues all over, which some people think might have been used to mark graves. They're set up in the seats, making it look like they're real people sitting there. Lots of folks believe this church, built way back in 1352 and not used anymore, is haunted. It's definitely a scary place to see. In Antarctic waters, there seems to be a real Megalodon shark, or at least that's what many people think. In a dark patch of water, there's something huge swimming around. Some people think it could be a whale or a regular shark, but others say it's way too big for that. Because it's so large, some people guess it might actually be a real-life Megalodon shark that's still around today. In a remote part of Kazakhstan, near the Upper Tobol Reservoir, people using Google Maps found something strange on the ground. It's a really big star shape, about 1,200 feet or 300 meters across. This place is away from where people live, both now and in the past. But this huge star is there. Since people noticed it, they've had many ideas about it, like maybe it's for some weird ritual or it was made by people a long time ago who thought this place was special. But a scientist from Kazakhstan thinks there's a simpler reason. The star shape is important in many beliefs, and it was also liked a lot in the Soviet Union, which Kazakhstan used to be part of. So, this star was probably just the edge of a park by the lake made a long time ago. Now, because trees have grown around the paths and roads there, the star shape is much easier to see. If you look around the world on Google Earth for long enough, you might find something really unique that no one else has noticed. That's what happened to someone named Lynn Hickox in 2005. They found a natural shape in Alberta, Canada, that looks a lot like a human head wearing a special kind of hat. It's common for people to see shapes that look like faces in everyday objects, but this shape really does look like a human face. It's now called the Badlands Guardian. This wasn't made by people, except for a road that was added, which makes it seem like the face is wearing earphones. The face shape comes from the way the land has been worn away by wind and rain, making it look like a head. What's cool is that even though it looks like it's popping up from the ground, it's actually more like a hollow in the valley, and is very old, probably hundreds of years. The Richmond crime scene photo was found on Google Maps in 2009. Although the coordinates are no longer available, the photo was taken along the railroad tracks at Sanford Avenue in Richmond, California. In the photo, you can see the victim lying on the ground with several officers nearby. The victim was a 14-year-old boy. Sadly, his murder is still unsolved. After the photo went viral, Google replaced it out of respect for the victim's family. Google executives agreed that the grieving family did not need a constant reminder of their son's death. Unfortunately, no photos were taken during the murder, which could have helped catch the boy's killer. In the UK, there was a sighting of what some believe to be a giant crab, sparking discussions about the existence of unknown giant species in the ocean depths. This giant crab was reportedly spotted off the coast of the UK, causing panic on nearby beaches. Some people argued that the photograph might be a Photoshop or just a piece of wood, but this doesn't explain the panic at the local beaches. Quentin Winter, who collects strange and spooky sightings for his Weird Whitstable website, initially thought the image sent to him by a follower was just an unusual sand formation shaped like a crab. However, he is now convinced it's a true monster of the deep. What do you guys think? Before we explore the last and most bizarre image found on Google Earth, don't forget to hit subscribe. Let's dive into this final, intriguing discovery together. This place, known as Murder Dock, caused quite a stir when it was discovered on the internet, and was immediately removed from Google Maps, replaced with a clear image. However, if you look at older versions of the map images, the original scene is still visible. The image, taken on a nice sunny day on the lake in the Netherlands, shows what looks like someone trying to get rid of an unwanted body off a dock, leading to a lot of speculation and discussion online.